Imagine a bottle of poison tucked away in a dusty corner, forgotten over the years. The label reads "used by," followed by a date long past, a relic of a time when it was fresh and potent. A chilling question arises: is this expired poison more dangerous or less? Does time render it harmless, or does it become an even greater threat? We often associate expiration dates with a decline in effectiveness. Vitamins lose potency, milk sours, and bread grows mold. These are familiar changes we can see and smell, but poison doesn't seem like the kind of thing that simply becomes weaker with time. Its transformation is far more insidious. The truth is, poison expiration is complex. It doesn't follow the straightforward path of other substances. It's not always a simple case of less potent or more potent. The changes can be unpredictable and varied. The chemical composition of the poison, storage conditions, and even the container itself can influence how it changes over time. These factors can lead to a myriad of outcomes, some of which are unexpected and dangerous. So, before we pop open that expired bottle of arsenic, let's consider the potential risks. Let's delve into the fascinating and sometimes counterintuitive world of expired poisons, where danger lurks in the most unexpected places. Poisons exert their harmful effects by interfering with the body's biological processes. These substances can be found in various forms, from gases to liquids to solids, and each has a unique way of causing harm. They might block nerve signals, disrupt cell function, or cause organ damage. The specific mechanism depends on the poison's chemical nature and how it interacts with the body's systems. The key to their toxicity lies in their chemical structure. This structure determines how the poison behaves and how it can be neutralized or degraded. Over time, many poisons undergo chemical changes. These changes can be influenced by environmental factors such as temperature, humidity, and exposure to other chemicals. Exposure to air, light, and moisture can break down their molecules, altering their potency. This process can either weaken the poison or, in some cases, make it more dangerous. This process, known as degradation, can weaken the poison, rendering it less effective. Take cyanide, for example. Cyanide is notorious for its rapid and lethal effects. This fast-acting poison works by preventing cells from using oxygen. Without oxygen, cells cannot produce the energy they need to function, leading to rapid cell death. However, upon exposure to air, cyanide degrades, losing its deadly potency. This degradation process can be a crucial factor in reducing the risk posed by the poison. In this case, expiration makes the poison less dangerous. The breakdown products of cyanide are far less harmful than the original compound. But this is not always the case. Some poisons, instead of degrading into harmless substances, transform into even more toxic compounds. Some poisons, instead of degrading into harmless substances, transform into even more toxic compounds. This transformation can make them even more dangerous than they were initially. This is where things get really interesting and potentially more dangerous. Understanding these transformations is key to managing and mitigating the risks associated with various poisons. The way a poison degrades depends on its specific chemical makeup, which can vary widely. Some poisons are inherently unstable and break down rapidly, often within hours or days of exposure to environmental factors like light and heat, while others can remain potent for years, even decades, showing little to no degradation over time. For instance, the nerve agent VX, known for its extreme toxicity, is surprisingly stable. It can remain lethal for extended periods. It can persist in the environment for long periods, posing a significant threat long after its initial use, contaminating soil and water sources. In contrast, many household insecticides degrade relatively quickly, becoming less toxic over time, which reduces their long-term environmental impact. The form of the poison also matters significantly in its degradation process. Liquid poisons tend to degrade faster than solid forms due to greater exposure to air and moisture, which accelerates their breakdown. Similarly, poisons stored in improper containers, such as those made of reactive metals, can degrade more rapidly or even transform into more dangerous substances, complicating their handling and disposal. Section 4: Real-world risks, from medicine cabinets to crime scenes. Understanding poison expiration has real-world implications. In a medical setting, using expired medications can lead to ineffective treatment or even harmful side effects. This is why proper disposal of expired medications is crucial. In forensic investigations, the degradation of poisons can complicate crime scene analysis. Determining the original potency of a poison found at a crime scene, especially if it's expired, requires careful consideration of its storage conditions and potential for degradation. Section 5. Expired poison handled with more care, not less. So back to our original question, is expired poison more or less dangerous? The answer, as we've discovered, is not a simple yes or no. It depends on the poison. While some poisons become less toxic over time, others remain potent or even become more dangerous. Therefore, it's crucial to treat all poisons, expired or not, with extreme caution. Never assume an expired poison is harmless. Always store poisons properly, follow disposal guidelines, and seek expert advice if you encounter an unknown or expired substance. Remember, when it comes to poison, it's always better to err on the side of caution.